One of the things we're talking about today is the 10 biggest mistakes keeping you in pain. Yeah, do we all do it? Yeah, and not just in that area? Yes. Yeah, kickbacks. So yeah, number one, continuing to do what does not work. Yeah, that one carries over to anything. So the number two thing up there for thing keeping us in pain is drugs. Specifically for that, painkillers, anti-inflammatories. So whether it's over the counter or prescription, those things are guaranteeing that it's going to make those problems worse. Anytime I talk about that too, the answer isn't just like, hey, if you're in a lot of pain and you're taking anti-inflammatories and you're taking painkillers, the answer isn't just like stop them and suffer. The answer is finding how to get rid of that pain naturally with movement and food and supplements and herbs. Painkillers and anti-inflammatories are not good for your bones, they're not good for your joints, they're not good for your gut, they're not good for your liver. Another way of thinking about, the way I think about drugs is the check engine light comes on your dashboard on your car. So the mechanic just says, take some electrical tape and put it over it. That's problem fixed, right?
Hey, it sounds like a plan.
Yeah, you don't have a problem anymore, right? Next thing on the list there is lack of movement. My shoulder hurts, so I'm not going to move my shoulder. My knee hurts, so I'm not going to move my knee. My back hurts, I'm not going to move my back. Which, when you first injure yourself, that's normal, that's good. But if you don't keep it moving, get it moving again, it's going to cause you a lot more pain. Keep that going. Hopefully most of you get it when I say that doesn't mean working through pain. That means as much movement in that area as you can get without hurting yourself. Playing with the variables of speed and resistance and range of motion to get as much range, as much movement out of that area as you can without pain. So, again, I hope this is a reminder for you guys, but how does any joint get its nutrition? The only way a joint gets its nutrition is through movement. So if you're not moving a joint, what's happening to it? It is starving. It is dying. Number 4 on the list, only treating the site of the pain. How often is a source of shoulder pain your shoulder? How often is a source of your knee pain your knee? Almost never. All pain is in your head. It's a reality.
I thought mine was back.
Maybe yours is. Many of you in class or many of you in a workshop have experienced that too, where you realize solving your knee problem was working some other part of your body. Solving your shoulder problem or your back problem was working some other part of your body. Keep that going. So Michelle or anybody, you can tell me if you've ever experienced this one. So next one on the list for 10 biggest mistakes keeping you in pain is sugar. Right along with sugar is processed carbs. So most people in my experience, when they really cut out sugar and processed carbs, they realize how much better their body feels, but then they add them back in and they realize it is a reminder of how much pain that is causing. Something to pay attention to. Number 6 on that list, I have a bad fill in the blank. I have a bad knee. I have a bad back. I have a bad shoulder. I've really, at a few times in my life, really looked at that very closely and really interviewed a bunch of people. And a lot of people that had the same exact problem, the same exact surgery, when they said I had a bad whatever, I'm going to use knees as an example. When they said I have a bad knee, everyone that said that had it for years and decades in their whole life. People that had the same issues, the same surgeries, that said, all right, I'm working on my knee, I'm fixing my knee, or whatever it was, like it wasn't forever. So in my experience, and again, I've looked really hard at it for different things, the people that say I have a bad whatever, fill in the blank, tends to be they have that bad whatever for life. Versus people with the same exact problems when they realize like, okay, yes, I can fix this, I can work on this. It is a very limited time where they're working on it before they are completely healthy. One of my examples for that is back years ago, how long ago was it? I don't know. I'm guessing it was about 10 years ago. Seriously, didn't know what I know now, I would say it wouldn't have happened if I knew what I knew now. But back then, I definitely went by the unwise, no pain, no gain, and ran right through my ACL, ran and did jujitsu right through my ACL, and had my ACL rebuilt. If you asked me today, like if you gave me amnesia today and said, is there any problems with your knees? Do you ever have anything done with your knees? I'd say, nope, have no idea. Yet everybody I know that, yeah, it's dad that did that, they either have a brace or it still bothers them, stuff like that. I'm pretty adamant about that. Like over the years, like some people are like, oh, how's your bad knee or how's your bad shoulder? And never mind correct myself when I say this. Like, I don't have a bad knee I'm working on. I had a shoulder I'm working on, not one that's bad. Keep that going. Number 7 on the list is quantity over quality. Specifically for that one, I'm talking about movement. Are hurting, yet they're still pushing their workout. They're without the idea of quality movement, balanced movement, proper mechanics. Keep that going. So towards that, and just reinforcing for you guys. So if your neurology's not right, and your mechanics aren't right, and you have imbalances, and you keep pushing your workout, what's guaranteed to happen?
Crash and burn.
What was that?
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn, yeah. Guaranteeing you're going to injure yourself. Guaranteeing something's going to give. Number 8 on that list of mistakes is working through pain. I've been recently talking about that. I was making that mistake for a long time. So it is a mistake to work through pain. So as much movement in that area as you can get without pain. Again, adjusting the speed of your movement, the resistance of your movement, and the range of your movement to get as much pain-free movement. Number 9 on that list of mistakes is I have tried everything. And with anything, like most people that say I've tried everything, if you ask them what they tried, they really like, hey, give me a list of what you really tried. Nothing, 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things. Some of you guys, if you've been around here long enough, the example I give, I really genuinely mean this. Like, it's probably not too tough to imagine the way I, especially in my younger days, how I played and worked hard. I smashed my head many times. I smashed my body many times. If I did what the average person did after that, I really feel like I would be sitting here. I wouldn't be here right now. I'd be in a wheelchair popping my drugs. Really, I don't think that's an exaggeration at all. If I did what the typical person did after all my different crashes, I'd probably be sitting here in a wheelchair popping my meds. But I look, what does everybody do? That doesn't work. What does everybody do? What else does everybody do? That doesn't work. What does everybody do? That doesn't work. I had to dig deep and wide to figure out what really works. And then even from there, what really works for me. Keep that going. Along with that, I've tried everything. Oh, you give up, and I have to live with it. I just have to live with it. Last one on the mistakes is number 10, not taking responsibility. Last time I was in with Mastermind Group on all the fitness professionals, we had a good conversation about that. So, is your doctor responsible for your health? Yeah. Is your chiropractor responsible for your health? Is your trainer responsible for your health?
Yeah.
No, you are. I think a good word for that, those people should all be your guides. But you need to take responsibility. Take responsibility to figure out what works for you and to do what works for you. There, you can go back. Hey, Mary. You can go back to your. You could do that too. You could do that.
Somebody go around the room.